Hi guys and girls. Um, this is only a small part of the team and of all the people who stood behind Cultart and the project that we developed together and everything we've achieved. Before I show you our path through the project plus the results, I would like to tell you exactly what Limacon is all about. And because there was a question to Punkt, why the name was Punkt, I didn't put that in my presentation, but I'm going to tell you the story now because it's interesting. Limacon represents two things. First, with my partner Ivan Bundokov, when we started to think about creating our own agency, we thought we wanted to be symbolic. Yeah, we wanted a name that doesn't mean actually anything, but at the same time it's symbolic. Limacon actually is an actual word, and behind it, it's the name of a mathematic figure of Pythagoras, and it represents two circles that emerge or connect with each other. And there are 2 points in that figure. They turn all the time, and there is 2 points in that figure where they connect together. We wanted to bring together the best marketing professionals there are in Bulgaria, plus the companies that really want to achieve big revenue success. And we believed, because there were 2 points where those professionals could work together or meet, we believe that if they meet once, they will definitely meet twice. And they will definitely work twice. So, of course, we're people of words. We're not people of mathematics. So we didn't know that this figure existed before. We were just searching on the internet for some movie, and it just came out in front of us. And we were like, okay, I love this figure. I love what it represents. I love that the circus never stops circling, and I just like the name Limacon. And then when we started building our team, we were like, okay, what is the slogan? What are we gonna tell people when they come to our company? What do we want to achieve together? What kind of team do we want to be? And then we came up with 3 things that really represented the way we were thinking and the reason we were building our company, which was living the dream, mastering life, connecting ideas. And this stands also in the abbreviation of Limacon as well. We also changed our logo at least 3 or 4 times. In the years, as you can imagine, in the beginning, the circle of Pythagoras was there, or the figure of Pythagoras was there in our logo, and then in the years we changed it. Because, to be honest, in the beginning, we started with one idea, as every project starts, and then at the end, it evolves, it changes with the time, and that's how it should be. We should not stay still. Limacon right now is a marketing agency, I like to say, with an extra flavor, because it's not just about revenue anymore, and it's not just about the regular tools that we know every day. Just a few months ago, we didn't know ChatGPT would come into the world, and then it immediately came, and we had to change everything. So what is the most important thing about marketing nowadays is you gotta be contemporary. So you gotta stay focused on what's now and what's gonna be tomorrow, and only be probably inspired of what has been before and in the past. So what we do is when our clients come to us, we tried to talk about partnership and a long-term marketing strategy, because I don't like the campaign-based approach. If you come for one campaign, that means that you're probably not coming at the right time, because you're not coming 5 months before, most of the time, and you're expecting everything to happen for tomorrow, and we're not going to be able to achieve the same goals. Because we don't know your business or your idea, or we're not that aware of your target audience, we gotta have time. Marketing is based on two things: inspiration and numbers. And together, those both things, you need time. So what we do is, first, we definitely build a long-term marketing strategy and manage every single marketing activity in your on your monthly plan afterwards. We exist for 7 years already, but we already have clients who we have worked with for 7 years. So when you build a long-term strategy, it's not that we haven't changed after that, but we dedicate to this project a lot more than if it's just one-time thing. So what are the services that we provide to our clients? We put them in 3 categories. First of all, we do marketing strategy. As we said, in the beginning, when you come to us, we would sit down with you for 8 hours straight, without phones and without distractions, just following an agenda of different questions and listening to you, to your idea, to your dreams, how you've started, why, where the idea comes from which part of your body or mind does it come. What are your values? How you want to be promoted? How you never want to see your name promoted? And what are your goals? What have you done in marketing so far? What has worked? What is your target audience? But what has it worked up until now, and what hasn't? So after you answer those questions, and probably another 2 sessions in the next few weeks, we gather with our team, we start brainstorming. After brainstorming, depending on whether or not we're talking about the branding, or afterwards for the social media, or for advertising strategy, or whatsoever. So there are different brainstorming sessions, which you're not invited to, because they get messy sometimes. And then we need 4 weeks, around 4 to 5 weeks, to really come up with a whole presentation, to do all the researches. And we come out to you with like a 100-slide presentation, which takes about 3 to 4 hours, but we really tell you everything you need to know, or our whole vision of how we want to communicate your brand, and what results we expect. From that moment on, you decide whether or not you're going to work with us or not, and then the magic starts with the brand lift. We code it this way. I don't believe in the marketing the term is very valid, but we said it because sometimes a lot of companies come to us, or culture people like you, and they say, I don't have nothing, or I have something for 20 years now. And we have to start from the beginning, so we kind of lift their whole, brand, and combined with the strategy, we kind of give them a new life. To the identity, to the print materials, to the website, digital assets, and all that. To be honest, with the branding, if you're talking about cultural management, punks are your people. If you're we work a lot more with companies, with corporate designs. And but then for website, for social media and everything else, we believe that we're strong there. And that then comes the part of the performance marketing, because as Victor said, the amazing things that Pum do, if they don't get to people and if they're not holding them in their hands as print materials, or if they're not seeing them on every social media there is, or in every website they're searching for something as a Google ad, then they will just stay hidden, and it's going to be a shame. So performance marketing, it's called that way because we're really focusing on the performance. So we want to perform well. We want our advertisements to be seen. And also, what is super important, a lot of marketing agencies will give you the soft KPIs, which is key performance indicators. I mean, oh, okay, you give me this visual and it will go to 100,000 people, which is cool. But when you're trying to fill out an event, I mean, it's important that people see it, but it's more important that you engage them and they actually sign up for the event. Okay, so please, when you go to a marketing agency, of course you're gonna be wanting reports on how many people visited the website, how many people seen your advertisement, what kind of channels, how did the visual perform. But at the end, the heart or the most important thing is that your event is full, because your ideas, your culture, it drives the world, and we need to really make it successful. So this is what performance marketing is, and what we do is level up your social media. So we make it so that all the visuals that they do look nice on social media, and also optimize the return on investment. So we understand, especially when we talk about culture, that we don't work with huge budgets, so we must make the most of it. What I like to say is, in how Limacon presents itself in front of clients, is basically as an outsourced marketing department, which means if you don't have the money to have your own marketing department, or you don't have the skills to tell your own marketing department how they should work and what they should focus on and so on, or even don't have the people who will create your marketing strategy, then it's better to turn to an agency, but an agency that will definitely dedicate to your needs, that it's not going to be just project-based agency, because
just for money.
it's not just about the money. There are a lot of agencies that are very good project-based, but how the best results happen is after some time that you've worked together, because then I know your target audience, I've gathered all the data, and then the results really happen. Everything else is just with a lot of budget. So project-based things happen very well when you have a lot of budget, or the results are not very good. That's how it is. So what I like to say, and it's the absolute truth, if one very good marketing expert, depending on the country you're coming from, costs somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 euro, then with us you basically get a team of people, a really good team of people, where everybody knows their niche very well, at the same price. And this is the wonderful thing that we are also offering to our clients, and for long term again. So account managers are super important. When you work with marketing agencies, ask for those. They have them, but sometimes if you're just a small project, they don't give them to you. But they're important because those are people you could talk to every day. Nelly knows. And you know, you can pressure them a bit, or you can or they can work. They're your voice inside of the marketing company. They're actually advocating your goals to the specialists in a marketing company. And when you come back, and at the same time, if you are asking for something that is unachievable as goals, they will tell you because they're not afraid. This is Alex. He's just not afraid to tell you that's stupid. Just don't do it. The other ones are our great designers, our visionaries. I love working with them. They get inspired a lot by Punkt, again, saying it. Web developers, because every website needs to be in a great shape at all time of your campaign, which is super important, especially in the beginning when you have a launch, and then thanks God a lot of people came to your website at once. If it crashes, then your whole idea crashes. So we don't want that. Copywriters, the people with words, those are for me the most important ones. To be honest, I think probably each one of you inside of you has one of those people, either design or either a copyright, because you're these type of people. But when you start working with words, it's not just about imagination. It needs, when we build text, we think about the target audience, how they're gonna think, and then maybe sometimes you put a very nice wording, but then your target audience thinks that it's too pretentious, and that's not okay. So that's why it's important that professionals write. Social media specialists and media buyers, they're the best team. They need to be in team. This is something special about our work, is that in a lot of agencies you will find that social media people who create the content, they also do the advertisement, so the media buying. But that's not very smart, because just imagine in school, you know, how people are very good in math or in literature, okay? And in order to do very nice content for social media, you gotta be a person who understands visual, design, video, word copyright. And then media buyers, they need to look at Excel tables and do a lot of arithmetics on different stuff and think about budgeting and all that. So to expect that those two things are integrated into one person, this is kind of foolish. So what we believe here is those are two people that just have to work together. What we did, we're not going to talk too much about Limacon, but should you have any questions afterwards, I would be more than happy to answer them. But I just wanted to tell you a few words about Cultart and the project that we did together, because I'm super proud of it, And I'm sure because they're such people, Victor and Nelly, who gave us the opportunity, they appreciate it, and they probably can believe that there is a marketing agency that would do this pro bono, but I wouldn't do it any other way, to be honest, because the opportunity that they gave us, and also how free we were in creating the visuals or the slogans and the copyright and all that, we don't meet that every day. We don't have that every day. So thank you for that, guys. And I believe that that's why the results were so good, and that's why you are all here, most of you. Manage locally, art globally. I absolutely love this slogan. Here is the creator on my left, on my right side. What we did for them, so they came and said, we have like the best idea ever, and we said that's true. Then they asked us to create a marketing strategy which will focus on promoting the start of the program. And the goal was to onboard as many young cultural managers as possible. That was the goal. It's not obviously the term SMART goal. It's not. They didn't say we want exactly 100 people, which would have been easier. But I understood that they really wanted to help the world of culture as much as possible. So I was fine with it. So we just put this very, very brave goal in front of us and started chasing it. So we started with the marketing strategy. I think the process was almost as I explained in the beginning for all our clients. We presented our ideas. They liked them. Of course, they changed along the way. But then we created the social media content. Nelly and Alex started talking every day. The content creation was also nice because we all experienced it because we didn't have a lot of budget, as you can expect. So we couldn't afford to have models, but we could afford to have very, very beautiful faces. And then I realized that in my agency, I must have hired them out of looks because they all look very nice on video, and you will see them in just a few minutes. So we all participated in this video so we can make it. And then the media buying started. So we started buying and putting, budget so we could spread the word as much as possible. And here is how it all began. We liked a lot this video. We like making it. It's super simple. I just wanted to show you this because it's super simple, but it still tells you everything you need to know, and it represents everything everyone we want to get. So sometimes you don't really need a lot of budget to do things that will engage people. And don't be afraid to participate as phases of your projects. That's the truth. I've heard a lot of time, oh, don't like this post because of your client, because they will see that somebody from the agency liked them. Like, I like my work. I want to show it to the world. What's wrong with that? Sometimes I even post my pictures and I like them. I'm like, I just like myself. That's it. So again, inspired a lot by the key visuals that our colleagues from Plovdiv designed. We just put some pictures in them and let them live in the social media in the social media space. space. Thank you. And what were the results? They were great. I was amazed. In the beginning, I'm telling you, I was like, how many countries, how many cities, and all these languages, and they're gonna do it from each country. Are you sure? But the result was amazing. And I very much appreciate bold ideas and people who I tell, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, and they're like, let's just try. So 350 applications from 5 cities, 10,000 users who went to the website, 500,000 people that we reached with our advertisements, and then 7% of engagement rate, which is a very, very good engagement rate for a campaign like that. So it was an amazing experience, and I'm super thankful for it again. Which is what is very important to us is every time that we work with somebody, we like the kind words at the end, as you all do, I'm sure. When I was 16 in school, I organized an event with masks for my whole school, 1,600 people, and the most amazing part of the whole experience for me, it wasn't, of course, the organization, but at the end, almost each person who was leaving the door, I was standing at the door, and they were saying thank you for the experience, for the music, for food or whatsoever. Whoever found something in it, but this is the most amazing moment, and it's not the money in the bank, it's the love in the heart. So I thank your whole team that you were so appreciative and that you came back to us without us asking for the testimony you gave it. So yeah. Just try to build partnerships like this, because then the pro bono work is not going to be a mirage. It's going to happen every time. Let's get in touch whenever, for whatever. This is about Limacon.